without Niger getting any value from it. That means that France has exploited Niger for a very long time. But you see, in one cabinet meeting, that 58 years just came to an end. Because Niger has realized something which maybe France never expected coming. I'm not sure France expected this coming. Oh wow! Niger has done something wonderful. In fact, we have Nigers here in Ghana, and usually when we see them, we call them Abochi. But I'm very sure that their country is going to be rich very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this for a moment. Let's say you have rented out the most valuable room in your house for someone, and you rented it to the person for almost 60 years. And for 58 years out of the 60 years, your tenant actually discovered something valuable in that room that you gave to him. And he has been entering the room every single day, taking out the valuables, and then sells them so that he becomes rich. But you, the owner of the house, you struggle to even keep the lights on in your own house. So you sat down and realized what's going on, and you said one day that no, this is enough. But this is not just about an ordinary room as I have used. This is about uranium, a powerful resource. One of the most strategic minerals on earth is uranium, a mineral that powers nuclear energy. If you know what I'm talking about, nuclear energy, I mean what the world powers are fighting for. A mineral used in military technology, a mineral that influences global policies and decision making. Wow. So you see, this is what happened. On the 18th of May 2026, the government of Niger made a decision that has sent shockwaves across Europe, Russia, China, America, and almost all the powerful countries. Now let's delve into it. Niger's Council of Ministers, chaired by the country's military leader, General Abdurrahmani Chiani, officially cancelled the uranium mining concession at Arlit. Now, many people may not understand why this is such a huge story. You see, this concession dates all the way back to 1968. Now, think about this. So, for 58 years, France, through its state nuclear institutions, and later through Orano, which is formerly known as Arlit, has been extracting this uranium from Niger. And looking at it, that's 58 years of France largely benefiting from Niger's uranium without Niger getting any value from it. That means that France has exploited Niger for a very long time. But you see, in one cabinet meeting, that 58 years just came to an end. Because Niger has realized something which maybe France never expected coming. I'm not sure France expected this coming. Now, the interesting part is that Niger didn't just terminate the agreement. No, they did something even smarter. And that's what I like about Niger. You see, the same day they revoked the license, they created a brand new state-owned mining company. Wow. They called it Telua Safeguarding Uranium Mining Company. Now the state has taken its uranium mining back. Wow. Did you catch that? They didn't simply ask France to leave. They already had a replacement. That tells me this wasn't an emotional decision after all. It was a strategic one. They came to the realization that the resources belongs to them and they can make value, they can generate revenue from their resources. Why would Niger make such a bold move? You see, I did my findings and found that according to the government of Niger, Orano failed to pay surface royalties on parts of the area. In simple English, the company was extracting Niger's uranium but allegedly failed to pay certain royalties required under the agreement. So it was like you are exploiting Niger. You are picking their resource, their uranium resource, without giving them any value. And even more interesting is the fact that Niger did not act immediately. They were patient. And so what they did reportedly is that they issued a formal notice. They gave the company over a year to regularize the situation. They followed the legal procedures. Only after the company allegedly failed to comply to what the government has put in place was when the government revoked the concession. That was a strategic move. So from Niger's point of view, this wasn't just arbitrary, but an enforcement of their laws. Of course, France company Orano disagrees at the moment. They have indicated that they will actually challenge this decision through national and international legal processes. They are doing everything possible to challenge Niger. Well, the legal battle may continue, but one fact remains, and that's what's important, that today the uranium mine in Niger no longer belongs to France, but it belongs to Niger. Niger has accused the previous mining operation of causing significant environmental damage, including impacts on water resources, soil, and biodiversity. So here is it. They named their new national uranium company after the very water source they believe has suffered this kind of environmental degradation. You see, the new state company didn't just inherit uranium. It also gained access to a strategic lithium deposit near Agadez. And immediately, because they have this access, the world's major powers are now paying attention to Niger. As I talk to you now, the world's powerful, they have their eyes on Niger and they are concerned. You see, Russia, China, US, France, and the rest suddenly seems to have interest in Niger, because this is no longer simply about uranium. It is about critical mineral used in nuclear power, minerals that engages energy security, minerals of industrial power and geopolitical influence. Uranium is not just any mineral, but a powerful mineral. Niger has something powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when we discuss Africa, I get emotional because we seem to have only think about politics, but the real battle has always been about resources. Who controls them? Who processes our resources? Who profits from them? Who determines the price of our resources as Africa? Those are the questions Africa must be asking. Because history has taught us that owning natural resources does not automatically make a country rich. And we can see Ghana has a lot of resources. Other Africa, Nigeria has a lot of resources. But are they rich? So the fact that you own it doesn't mean that you are rich. If Niger has been able to own its uranium and now it has a state mining uranium company, Ghana can learn from it. Nigeria can learn from it. South Africa can learn from it. Ethiopia can learn from it. But that is a topic for another discussion. But for today, I want to congratulate Niger. And I am proud for Niger. I am happy for Niger. And I hope that whatever resources that is left, they take charge of it and they create value out of it. It belongs to Africa and Africa must manage it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Sikadwa Kofi. If today is your first time watching me, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for me and share this video to as many people as you can. At the same time, I want you to leave your thoughts in the comment section. And then come back again. Let's have another meaningful conversation. But for now, I'll say God bless you. And it is bye-bye.